Hey everybody, this is part one on how to make the glitter patch hats. This is going to show you how to set it up in your Silhouette Studio program. I've got a few things here on my board already, or on my screen, just to make things a little quicker. So first of all, I have my shape here, and I just have an oval. And as you can see, I have it colored in green. It's just something that I personally do is whenever I'm working with a design and I have my template, and usually you will have the original size and then you'll have a template with a bleed area. I always do the original size or the blank size in green. I color it in green. And then whenever I have a bleed area design, I will start with it in red. That way I can easily discern between the two. I also have this fill pattern here we're going to, or this design here we're going to use as our fill. And this can be any design that you want, or you can, you can make your own background. But this is just one that I had from a Google Drive that I had purchased. And then this Blessed Mama is just a some fonts that I had put together, and I had put this design on some t-shirts, and those were pretty popular, so I decided to put it on this hat. So this size here I know is a good size for the hat patches. I've used this size many times, but this can be any shape or any size that will fit on your hat. So I have done circles, I have done sunflowers, I have done rectangles. Again, it can be any shape or size that you want that will fit on the hat. So to start with, I need to come up with a bleed area. Because remember, whenever we print out our transfers, they always need to be a little bit larger than the size of the actual blank. And so since this is our actual blank size, I need a bleed area. So to get my bleed area, I'm going to come over here to this offset panel. I'm going to click on offset, and I'm going to pick a offset of 0.075. Now, that's just a size that I like. It could be larger, it could be smaller, it's whatever you prefer. That's just the size that I like. So we're going to move our original blank size here out of the way. And like I said, I usually fill these in red so that I can tell the difference. There's not a big difference in the size, so if you're just looking on the screen here, sometimes it's kind of hard to tell which is which. So that's why I color the blank sizes in green and the bleed area ones in red. Then what I usually like to do is I will duplicate it or copy it a couple times. And you can do that a couple different ways. You can right click like I just did, or you can come over here to the replicate panel, and you could click on that and press one of these and it would replicate it several times. And then I just kind of stick these out of the way. That way, if I mess one up, I've just got an extra one here to play with. Or maybe I want to do several different designs, so I've got some here ready to go. So now I'm going to bring this over here, and I'm going to take my oval, which is the offset, and I'm just going to crop this design into here. And there's multiple ways to do that. The fastest and easiest way I find to do it is just to take my mouse, kind of draw that box around both items, and that automatically selects both items. Then come over here to the modify panel and hit crop. Now you can also come over here to the object or the panels, and you could come over here and click on modify and get the same result. I usually go with the right side options over here instead of the panels and the top options here. I don't know if it's because I'm more left-handed. I'm left-handed and I tend to be drawn to the right side of things, which is kind of weird. And also because I'm always using a mouse instead of shortcut keys, it's just easier for me to click on these items. But you can do the same things multiple ways. So now we have our background, and if I bring this green over, you can see the background is a little bit larger than the green. So that's what we mean by a bleed area. When we print this out, this design is going to be a little bit larger than our blank, and that's what we need. Now this is just, again, a design I already had, the Blessed Mama, and you see where it's coming in behind the patch? Easy fix, just right click and bring to front. Whoop. We'll right click and we'll send that one to the back. Okay, so now we have it on top here. So that's looking pretty good, but I want it to look a little more finished. So what I'm going to do is I want to put like a black edge around this. So to do that, I am going to come over here. I'll take one of these and I'm going to do an inset. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do an internal offset. Click on that, and I want it to be a little bit bigger than that. So I'm going to pick that. I think that looks pretty good. Now, even if I take all the color off here, as you guys can see, I still have just two different ovals, and that's not what I want, because if I fill this in with black, which is what I'm planning on doing, see, it's just, that's not what I want. That's not the look that I want at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select both of these, and I want them to be centered. So I'm going to come over here to this transform panel, and if you look right here, this little bullseye thing, it will center whatever items you have selected. So I have those two ovals selected. I click that. It's going to center them. You probably can't see that very well because I have it colored in with black. So let me shut the color off. So see how that's centered? Now, if I select both of them and I right click and I make it compound path, now when I colored in black, it's actually black, the ring, which is what I want. I wanted the ring. Okay, so then I'm going to come over here and I can sit here and try to line this up all day long, or I can just select the two items, the background patch and the ring, and again I can come back over here to this transform panel and click on this little bullseye looking thing and it centers it. So there you go. We have our patch that is ready to print out. Now what I normally would do is go ahead and I would just select all the items and I group them, because when I print, and different printers are different, so some will automatically mirror your items for you and some don't. Mine is set up to where it does not automatically mirror something, so before I would print this, I would need to mirror it or flip it horizontally. So if you right click and then click on flip horizontal, that's basically mirroring your item. So now this would be ready to print. So I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. And again, we have a part 2 that will show you how to actually press this onto the hat. So thanks for watching, and hopefully we will catch you again soon. Bye-bye.